And now it's time for a preview of an upcoming game by Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, today we're going to be taking a look at a game called Galaxy Defenders. It's a cooperative space game from Ares Games. Now you may know Ares Games because they've done War of the Ring and Wings of Glory. Those are the two most famous games. And this game though is different. It's a cooperative game in which players are part of an elite band of soldiers who are standing up against an alien menace that's attacking Earth. Yeah, it sounds a little like XCOM. And that's the way it feels in this game. You are a group of soldiers that will be represented by miniatures on a board defending against an alien horde. Let's take a little bit at how the game plays. What you'll be doing in this game is you'll be playing with scenarios. And like I say, with all my prototypes, everything here you're seeing is in prototype form. Some of the stuff is very close to being done. Like for example, these miniatures are very close, although these miniatures are not they're metal miniatures. I'm sure that the ones in the game will be different than that. But you're going to take some maps and put them together in various ways based on what a mission book is going to tell you to do. And each mission will have a different one. For example, in one mission, there are alien spawn points on the board, and it's your job to destroy these spawn points. So players are going to pick a band of soldiers, picking different ones, which have different archetypes like the sniper and the Hulk and the irregular commando, and they will be taking turns rolling dice and attacking aliens who will be showing up at different spawn points on the board. These aliens will be moving based on cards towards the humans and events that are happening, and if they kill all the humans, then the aliens have won, and if the humans accomplish their goal, then the humans have won. This is the card that you'll get for each of the soldiers that you'll have. For example, here you'll see that this guy is a sniper. He has a special ability. He can skip the movement phase to re-roll all the hit dice. He has two weapons on him. This weapon here, a sniper rifle, has ammunition of 3, so you would put 3 ammunition tokens on that, and if he runs out of ammunition, he can no longer use that. But he also has his Raptor pistol, which has unlimited ammunition. You'll notice that he also has 6 life and 4 movement speed. And in the middle here, it talks about his armor that he's wearing. And this is one side of him. You can even upgrade him later on to an elite one, which gives him even better armor as time goes by. As the game progresses, it's possible that your folks will get extra weapons, or that they will get equipment to start the game with. That's a one-time use equipment. They'll be able to use those also. And so you'll keep track of how they take wounds by putting them on here. Each turn of the game, one of your humans is going to be able to move and attack and take one action. That action might be unjamming a gun, opening a window, searching an area for an alien artifact. Now, combat in this game is done by the use of 10-sided dice. There's blue and green dice, and the blue, some of them are used for some of the guns, and some of them are used for the others. The blue are always used for defense. What you'll do when you're attacking, let's say you roll 4 green dice, is you'll roll these dice and see what you've rolled. You're looking for little explosion symbols, because those will do damage to the opponent. There's also bullet symbols, which show that you've used up an ammunition. There's also lightning bolt symbols, which you often will activate the special ability of the gun that's being played. And then there's other symbols that don't necessarily matter. So you see how many hits you've done. The defender then will roll a die for each hit, and they're trying to roll shields to block the hits. If they don't block them, they'll take some damage. They might have automatic damage capabilities to take them, and that's basically how combat works. Now, in this game, as we look at the board here, there's ranges for guns. Now, range in this game works like this. As the humans move across the board, their movement is done from hex to hex. However, when you count range, 0 range means you're next to somebody. 1 range means you can shoot up to 1 grouping away. And so you'll notice that these hexes are grouped into groups of hexes, and that can even be modified later on, by the way, by terrain markers. But you can shoot. If this guy can shoot, for example, has a range of 2, he's going to be able to hit this gentleman over here, because he can go 1, 2, and shoot all the way over there. When monsters move, they move from group to group, so the aliens move very quickly. Speaking of aliens, each alien has an alien card. When these aliens are activated, they are going to they have special abilities and they have attacks, and you know, they have a certain amount of life points and possibly automatic armor. But it looks like a lot of complication here on the side, but basically this is like a programmable thing. That's how the alien works. So if you'll see here, if the alien is in the same spot, this alien's in the same spot as one of the Marines, 0, he moves 2 areas away. If he's 1 away, he attacks with a blaster and moves 1 area away. If he's up to 2 areas away, he attacks twice with a blaster. If he's 3 areas away, he moves towards the closest agent and attacks with a blaster. And if he's more than that, he just moves 1 area toward the closest agent and uses regenerate. And so, you know, this is a guy who he wants to get within range of you and shoot. While on the other hand, the spine critter, this mean, nasty thing, here, if he's adjacent to 2 or more agents, he'll attack them with the spine. Otherwise, he attacks them with his jaws weapon. If he's 1 away, he just moves and attack. And if he's farther than that, he'll move 2 areas towards the most wounded agent. So you can see how both of these guys are very different. And as you go through all the different aliens, you will see how each of these aliens go. And you can see here, there's all different models for the different aliens in the game. The way that aliens work is there's a deck that you will have made of the alien cards, and each turn you'll turn over a card and it will tell you what to do. So this activate all the Xeno Alpha. So all the Xeno Alpha, you'll move. Or maybe here, activate all the aliens assigned to the Alpha agent. Each turn you vote for one of the Alpha agent. Or here, all wounded aliens go. Or all blue aliens go. Or activate all arachnids, or activate all nexus. So each turn you'll turn it over, so you're never really quite sure which aliens are going to attack. Not only that, between each round of the game, you'll be turning over event cards that could be weather or take a breath, and sometimes there's special events, and sometimes they will have the aliens move around on the board and possibly teleport in more aliens. As missions progress, there will be a couple things on the board. These are signals that are in each mission, and when you see these signals, they will often bring out aliens or bring out maybe it's nothing or whatever. They trigger things in the game. But there's also these teleport points, and these points here, they won't all be together like this. These points here are where aliens will come in. If it tells you to bring in a new alien, you'll then roll a die. So if you roll the matching symbol, then that's where the alien comes in. And for example, in the first mission in the game, your goal is to go and destroy these teleport points. You have to spend your action to destroy a teleport point. Of course, that means you need to get to them without the aliens killing you as they swarm in. And that's basically it at this point. Like I said, you're able to really buff up your heroes if you want to. You're able to add improved tactics or basic tactics to them, and each of these tactics you'll get them by killing aliens. And here I get it plus a hit die, there's +2 hit die, or re-roll 2 hit dice results. These are things that you can get by killing aliens or by finding different parts of an alien artifact. Once you find all the parts of the alien artifact, then you'll get alien technology, and you'll be able to get more weapons and better weapons and equipment. And then finally, just wanted to point out the different models. Wanted to give you a chance to see how the different models look. You can see how the aliens and the humans are fairly similar size, although there are some aliens which are just absolutely massive. And some of the aliens are very scary. And the colors here are very good. I really like the pictures of the soldiers themselves, because they're very easy to tell apart. I know this guy's a sniper just glancing at him because he has a sword. I know this is the person who has the sword and the gun. And then we have other aliens here at all these. So there's lots of different models, and I'm just going to spend a little time here showing you several of these models, because this is a big part of the game if you're interested in picking it up, because the models add a lot to the flavor. When you see the monsters, you'll think, oh, those are the guys who are going to run across and attack me. Oh, this is the guy who's going to move around and shoot me. And so the models really add quite a bit to the game. Galaxy Defenders is a cooperative game, of course, in the sense that all the players are working together. There's no reason not to. There's no glory for yourself. You can argue over who's the alpha agent each turn, but it's really important that you all work together to stop the aliens. The aliens are tough. Even the weakest aliens can be tough. You have one-time use weapons and abilities that you can use over the course of the game that you can work out. And at the beginning of each mission, you'll be like, this isn't so bad. There's only a few aliens. But as the mission progresses, the aliens come out, and the way they have you shuffle the decks, bigger and badder aliens will come out later. So you have to work with tactics. You have to decide, is it better for me to go and finish this mission right now, or should we stay here and take out some aliens? But the aliens can, effectively swarm you and destroy you. So what are you going to accomplish your mission, and how are you going to do that? And killing aliens is the whole focus point to getting special abilities and more weapons and things, and so you'll want to do that too. So you have to work together, and each person has to play to their strengths. The Hulk can go up and take a lot more damage than the other person, while it's probably good for the sniper guy to hang back and shoot. And other people have their special abilities. So you'll like that each of the 5 agents that I've seen that we played with has a very different feel than the others. So anyhow, if this is something that you think is very interesting, with a much more lavish production than this prototype that you see here, the Kickstarter has already been funded, but you can jump on board. In just a minute, I'm going to show you the Kickstarter link, and you can support the game there. Galaxy Defenders.
Thanks for watching our review today. For more information about board games, as well as the #1 board game audio podcast, check out Dicetower.com for reviews, interviews, and more. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.